All right, I think this is the final of our best of or my best of three match with Anthony. Yeah, I believe this is, and this is actually from Anthony's perspective. So he gave me this replay, so this will be an interesting twist. So Anthony goes first. Looking at his hand, I'm gonna put if I were him, I'd put that swordsman down. Again, no real good three prize cards or three diamond cards for the next turn, and we don't really care about these defensive cards until like mid late game. So if I were him, I'm just going to go ahead and threaten that damage, but we'll see what he does. He passes. Um, Me, it's kind of hard to see, so I have I'm on a different clock now because I wasn't going first, so I get two, and then I believe I get four the next turn. So it's a little bit of a different calculation. But I have, let's see, Swordsman, Bone Strider, Battle Veteran, Berserk. I might be saving because the Battle Veteran is a four diamond card for next turn. Let's see. In hindsight, I think in this situation he didn't put anything down, so that threatens a three, like a three prize card. But I have no haste cards in my hand, so I'm probably gonna save and take that risk. And let's see what I do. Yeah, I save, but he gets the nut. So this is my favorite card, and this is what I think the best card. If you're going first and you are, if you're going first, this is your best card I think to get on the second turn. So this just it's a Blood Fury with haste. This is, if you've seen me on Twitter say this is the card. This is definitely the best card to get in the second turn. So it's got haste. It deals 3 damage immediately. And it has this ability. I think it's the first time we've seen this card. Not the first time we've seen this ability because Berserker has it, but the first time we've seen this card so far in the replays. It's got this this effect where it deals the difference between its attack and your defense as damage directly to the opponent. So it's just like a monster threat, especially in the early game. Like if I don't deal with this card, which I can't really immediately, it's just I'm gonna go down by a lot. So he drew that card. Of course, play that card. Now it ended up to his benefit for saving a card. So maybe that's part of the calculations. Maybe he's like played enough games to understand like maybe the RNG works in that favor. I would have still put the swordsman down because I can threaten the Blood Fury the following turn anyway. But I think it worked out to his advantage. And this is, again, I believe this is the best card. Especially, I believe this is the best card in the game, and it's definitely the best card in the early game. Some other cards are situational, but this can just put you out to a big lead. So he got the card. So I draw the Archmage. Again, this is a card that can go back into the hand. I actually get 5 points. So I need to do the math on like how the actual diamonds are accumulating, because I might just be misthinking about this right now. But anyway, regardless, there's no real need to put the Battle Veteran down because I have to deal with this Blood Fury. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this card down because it goes back into my hand anyway, and I can save the Battle Veteran. Those are basically my two options. Or I could put this Bone Strider down. Terrible card without haste. I would never do that. Because this ability, these Bones ability, means after it attacks, it dies. It's just not a very good card. Sometimes it's functional when it has haste, because you can use it to buy additional turns. Like if you already have a good board state and you just need to like clear another one of your opponent's cards out, it's useful. Or if you just need to do like a little bit of extra damage, if it has haste. But since it doesn't have haste, this card is like I would just never put this card down in front of Blood Fury, especially at this state of the game. So I go ahead and put the Archmage down, and he's going to accumulate a lot of damage. So he saves. So he has 3 health, saves a card. I guess his thinking is like maybe I put that, maybe he can put down one of these safety cards, one of these defensive cards, Stonebreaker, Royal Protector, next turn, and if I put down like a more damaging card, which is a good thought, I still would probably continue to put damage on the board, especially because this has haste. Even though it's like a weak card and you want to put it in front of defensive cards, I'm not gonna let that happen. Like as a player who's played this game a lot, so if I were him, knowing that, I attack, because this could run out of hand really quickly right now if he continues to put damage on the board. So I probably would have made a different decision there, but we'll see how it plays out. I'm probably going to put one of these battle veterans down. Yep, go ahead and just slap damage on the board. And I'm like, this is just me saying, all right, now you have to. Now I have a better board state, assuming that like haste again isn't too heavy in this game. Now you have to respond to this. Although I'm down a lot right now, I'm threatening more damage, and now he's got to defend essentially. Whereas before he could be continuing to threaten damage. So yeah, we'll see what he decides to play here. He goes with the defensive strat. Just one Royal Protector. Let's do the math here. Yeah, so it defends against everything, that's okay. But the fact that you have 3 diamonds left, like, dude, definitely just keep attacking. Like, throw this archer in one of these open spaces, because by now that archer would have done 4 damage. Like, I don't see a reason why not to throw that thing down and just continue to threaten damage. This Royal Protector is going to defend against all of these, so that's good. Like, that's a really optimal way of using it, but, I mean, dude, just keep threatening damage. So it buys me a turn to put this Lancer down, and he goes ahead and puts that. But now I have the strongest board state, and I have Berserker in the back. I have some strong guys in the back. He does have a large hand, which is something that I'd be aware of. Like, I'm assuming he's keeping higher diamond cards in his hands. Like, when I see that, I'm like, oh, he can't play other cards because they have a lot of diamonds, so I should be expecting, like, Shadowstalker, Berserker, Warden. Like, these cards are coming soon, and I have to figure out a way to defend against them. And my strategy here is I'm just going to put a bunch of pressure on him, which I believe is what he should have been doing to me from the jump, because like the cards he got dealt are screaming like just attack. But we'll see how it goes. He gets the Warden, kind of a lucky draw off the top, but still gives me space to attack. Like, dude, this archer. Why are you not putting this archer down? Yeah, I mean, you could have been done. Like, it'd be like 6 damage by now. Yeah, I'm maybe he's going more conservative. I would have. I don't want to get too hung up on this, but I would have definitely had this archer down. It might be opening the door for me to have a comeback. Yeah, so I'm gonna put heavy damage on the board next turn, and it's probably gonna be like pretty close after that. So we'll see what happens. Ooh, okay. So let me replay that real quick. I go ahead, I switch the Swordsman out for the Berserker. This because I'm going to be threatening a lot of damage anyway, and I'd rather... it's a good trade, right? Swordsman only does 1, but next turn Berserker does 4. Swordsman would only do 1 also, so that's a 3 difference, and it forces huge damage. Like, I think this might be threatening game already on board. 8. Yeah, 8. This threatens game on board now, so I'm just going to make that trade. So this gives me a 3 additional damage in next turn, and it pressures him to be able to have a significant counter to this. Otherwise, like, I'm just going to walk away with the game. And again, I think like because he didn't like play aggressive early on, this has now opened the door for me to actually win this game. And I drew the Blood Fury too, which I didn't even look at. I opted for the Berserker because I'm establishing board state over time, and Blood Fury has haste. So my thinking in this, especially in the mid game, is if he slaps a Berserker down, then I can go in with the Blood Fury and immediately knock it out. It'll take a turn to knock it out, but I can spend a turn trying to defend, and then go ahead and knock it out. So now I'm in like a very strong position, and we'll see what happens. He slaps that down, slaps Warden down. Oh yeah, so I have to deal with this Warlord. I forgot about that. That's definitely a problem. 9 to 8. I'm going to be dealing more damage, but I do have to figure out how to get rid of this Warden. Let's see, what do I have over here? I have the battle. So I have no defensive guys. So I'd probably put the Battle Veteran down because I get greedy about the Blood Furies. But it might make more sense to actually attack with the Blood Fury here. Just so that I don't have to take 4 damage next turn. It's not going to do a lot of damage because Warlord's ability, I think it takes 1 less damage from attacks. But either way, I just don't want to take that 4 damage. So I probably should have done that. I think like knowing me, I probably got greedy and put the battle veteran down and like wanted to play to like each of us have 1 life point left and I'm going to win it. Like I'm going to outmaneuver it, but we'll see what happens here. Oh no, I put them both down, so I had enough. Yeah, so now I'm just like doing heavy damage. He ends up getting the save with 1 HP left, right? This all would have been different if he would have had that early archer. So now he's in like a really bad position. I think, I mean, unless he draws something crazy off the top, like I think he has to have a Royal Protector. Yeah, I think a Royal Protector is the only thing that would save him. Oh wait, Archer. Yeah, Archer Shadowstalker works. So he finally puts the Archer down, does damage, knocks out the Blood Fury. But I think no. This is a possible comeback. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Because of this shield ability, I can't do damage to the life points. This is threatening the KO, and I think that's game, right? I'm gonna hit that, do damage there, knock that out, and just attack that for just because. Yeah, let's see. I had Battle Veteran here, Bone Strider. Yeah, I just wanted to put the attack down because I didn't want him doing literally any more damage. So even though I only do 1 damage, I know I'm gonna get knocked out next turn. I'm fighting for every life point that I have because I only need 1 damage. So if I like, for example, if I get an archer with haste, then I win, right? Like that's kind of what I'm banking on. I already saw him play the archer with haste, so I'm like, okay, let me get that RNG gods. I think this game ended up getting a lot closer than it had to be. It looks like board state wise, Anthony's gonna come out on top. He just has to defend against this Archmage. Which he can't right now, so it's down to his top deck. And he gets the Royal Protector, and so that probably wins the game. Because unless I get 3, so I would need a Royal Protector in order to win. So I don't get it, and then Anthony actually ends up coming out on top. I mean, well played, especially in the mid game. Well played with the cards Anthony had. I think I'd like to see that exact scenario run back if he played that archer down sooner. I think he probably would have ran away with it. But either way, close game, 1 HP. Nothing feels better than surviving like 3 turns with 1 HP and ended up winning the game. So he definitely gets the win here. I think I ended up just quitting because I knew he had it. Yep, that's it. So Anthony ended up taking the best of 3, and those are the replays. So if you guys like it, I'll do more. Maybe we'll do some with some other people involved as well. And yeah, I'm 777. I play a lot of games. I haven't been playing in a minute, but I intend to play more games. I'm very much looking forward to new cards and new features. Hopefully we get like deck building with additional cards. I know that there's some like mechanics that need to be worked out there, but I think this game is a really good start to a TCG. You can tell they put a lot of thought into it. You can tell they didn't want to like overload people with mechanics because it's really easy to pick up, but the strategies can get just enough complex to like keep you engaged and want to play more games. And I can tell that they have like a foundation to continue to build that over time. Yeah, I hope you guys liked it. And GG's, Anthony, you got me on that one.